So I've seen on social media people asking about the Frantic Four on DVD and Blu-ray. So I thought what I would show you is some examples of the Frantic Four on those formats. So I guess the first example is Status Quo, Accept No Substitute, the definitive hits and more. This includes never before seen footage. This is a 2-disc set. As you can see here, I paid somewhere in the region of £10 to £15 for it. It contains all of Quo's promo videos from the 60s, 70s, all the way up to 2013, which is around where this came out, around 2014, 15, around the time of Acoustic 2, if I remember rightly. But obviously we have the Frantic Four in those promo videos, which were previously featured on the VHS with all the promos on, which name escapes me. If you remember it, put it in the comments below. We've also got exclusive bonus features, including the Beat Club session from 1970. They've included one track here, which they say is never before seen, but I feel like it's been floating around for a little while. Is It Really Me? Gotta Go Home. That is over 20 minutes, I think. And it's one of the early examples of the Frantic Four in full flight, just as they're discovering their sound. So that is available on this, along with the promo videos. So it's well worth picking up. I do love this design, by the way, this sort of drink design. They just started to do the beer and the cider and stuff around this time, hadn't they? The deals for the alcoholic beverages. So that kind of gets in. It's kind of a beery type label, isn't it? Not like Under the Influence. So yeah, I like that. That's Accept No Substitute, the definitive hits and more. So the next one, The Party Ain't Over Yet, 40 Years of Status Quo. This is John Coghlan's documentary, which he made about the making of The Party Ain't Over Yet, with some historical bits in it. The front cover is essentially the front cover from the album. I remember getting this and being so excited by it. I mean, this cover, I've always liked this cover of Rick pointing something out to Francis. So obviously we've got the documentary, which has clips of the Frantic Four in it, and Francis at that time, Rick at that time, talking about the band. And there are some extras here too that you might want to look out for, including the 1974 Wembley concert. It's astonishing footage, and I think it was shown as the kind of B movie to Rory Gallagher's concert film. It's a bit rough around the edges, but if you love early 70s Quo, you will love this. It's available on here. The Party Ain't Over Yet. Check out the documentary too. It's one of the first times, I think, that Quo were ever shown in studio. So now we come into more modern Frantic Four fare. Alan G. Parker's Hello Quo documentary has interviews with all four of the members, plus other members who came afterwards. It's a brilliant film. It says here the definitive documentary, and this artwork tells you all you need to know. This is the Hello symbol from the Hello album, with lots of album covers from various eras inside. It's a very striking image. I wouldn't mind a print of that one day, because it is such a striking image. We've got a bonus disc in here in addition to the documentary. If you want the full experience, don't watch the edited TV version. This one is very long. I think it's over 2 hours. And I remember getting it, sitting down and thinking, I'm just going to make 2 hours. And I think I watched it well into the night. There's also 3 hours of incredible unseen footage, it says here, including obviously extra interviews. Francis and Alan looking round London, around Purley. Rick Parfitt meeting up with the Harrison twins, hailing Ireland. These are all really interesting things. But I think perhaps the thing that most fans will be aware of and will want to get hold of is the Shepperton Studios jam. The first time the Frantic Four got into a band situation for the first time in over 30 years. It's very, again, rough around the edges, but I know fans will absolutely love that. The footage has been around. You've seen it. You know, they do Oh My Tongue and they do Roadhouse Blues. And it's bits and pieces, but there's some great observation. The sound is there. As Rick said, it sounds like us then. So definitely, I think this, if you want a great documentary about the Frantic Four and Status Quo as a whole, and if you want all of those bonus footage, including that jam session, this is the thing to go for. It's also available on DVD, but I got the Blu-ray version. Obviously, I tend to buy Blu-ray more these days than I do DVD. Now, obviously, these are the obvious ones. First off, Frantic Four Reunion 2013, live at Wembley Arena. It's the first Frantic Four reunion. There's an amazing set here. If you haven't seen it, we've got Junior's Wailing, Backwater, Just Take Me, Is There a Better Way, In My Chair, Blue-Eyed Lady, Little Lady, most of the time, April, Spring, Summer and Wednesdays, the full version of Railroad featuring Bob Young, Oh Baby, which I don't think had ever been played live before, along with Blue-Eyed Lady, 4,500 times, Into Rain, Big Fat Mama, Down Down, Roadhouse Blues. The Frantic Four is back and it's on this DVD. Do check it out. Blu-ray. Do check it out because it is great. So there's also a 68 minutes documentary, rehearsals of Backwater Just Take Me live at Shepperton Studios. We've got Coghlan Cam, Oh Baby, live at Wembley Arena. We've got Vox Pops with various fan interviews and plus audio only. Every track from every show of the reunion tour 2013. So once you've finished getting yourself into that, you can check out the all the audio from the various things. I do recommend the Hammersmith Apollo audio because I was there at one of those gigs. Oh, what a crowd. Absolutely amazing. So the last one, Status Quo, Frantic Four's final fling. And I do love this photograph of them. Well balanced. We've got Coghlan here. Obviously, the way that Rick is looking at Alan as though like we haven't done this for so long. And this is such a great feeling. And Francis kind of picking up on the moment as well. And the back here, the four looking out at the crowd at Dublin. Because this is live at Dublin O2 Arena. Once again, the tour that was the last tour for this lineup, but they did improve some bits from the previous tour. We've got Junior's Wailing, Backwater Just Take Me, Is There a Better Way, In My Chair, Blue-Eyed Lady, Little Lady Most of the Time, Rain, April, Spring, Summer and Wednesdays, Railroad, Oh Baby, 4,500 times into Gotta Go Home. Just that alone is worth the price of admission. Big Fat Mama, Down Down, Roadhouse Blues, Caroline, Bye Bye Johnny. Plus, in this edition, and it may be the case for some of the DVD editions as well, we have a CD featuring some of the best recordings from the tour. It's a various thing, you know. So yeah, that is Frantic Four's final fling. I think if you were looking for the Frantic Four experience, like I say, Hello Quo, it's got a bit of everything. This is probably the definitive in terms of this. I think it's unfortunate that we don't have any much footage, video footage of the Frantic Four in the 1970s. I think if they'd been a lot more proactive, like Queen and bands of that like, we'd be seeing it on BBC Four and Sky Arts, and we would have seen it, wouldn't we? It is a shame. I'm sure there's footage around there somewhere, but I'm just grateful that they did those reunion tours, which hit 10 years this year. How is it 10 years since those tours? I mean, it's ridiculous how fast that time has gone. Have you got any of these releases? Are you thinking about getting any? Hopefully this has helped you, because I wanted to answer some questions that people had on social media. I saw somebody asking about the 2014, whether any of those gigs have been released. Yes. I'm so thankful as well that all the audio has been made available. The fact it was recorded in the first place and in such great quality.